Setting up an on-camera interview isn't that hard to execute, but there's much more to it than just pointing a camera at a subject. This instructional video will provide some quick tips that will get you up and running with your own on-camera interviews. Here, we see a very flat, unlit shot with little contrast or composition. The camera sees very much like the human eye, except the camera doesn't have a brain like you or I. Therefore, the camera operator must make the adjustments. Let's see if we can improve this interview shot. Before we begin, let's make sure we have the proper equipment: a camera, a sturdy tripod, headphones, a light kit, microphone, and props, depending on the setting. Let's take a look at shot composition, or the way the subject is framed relative to the background. A good rule of thumb is to place your subject's eyes around the upper intersection of the rule of thirds. Imagine a tic-tac-toe grid on the screen. Those intersecting points are points of interest. Make sure you have ample headroom, and frame the subject in a manner that allows them to look into the frame and not out of the frame or trapped. You can start with a medium shot like this and zoom in or out for effect when necessary. Next, we'll cover lighting. Ideally, you want to use a light kit if possible. If you don't have one, we'll discuss some alternatives in a little bit. We'll be using a basic 3-point lighting technique. Place your primary light or the key light on the subject's face. This provides a majority of the light on the subject. Next, you'll use a fill light to even out the shadows on the face of the subject. That provides nice, even lighting on your subject. To create some separation from the background, we will use a backlight. This helps the subject pop off the background rather than just blend in. Finally, we have the background light. This may or may not be necessary depending on your background. If you don't have a light kit, then use the sun and a bounce card, which is just a piece of foam board to reflect the sun's rays.
IDT is a great program to get involved in at Western Illinois because
Audio proximity is also very important during an interview because you need to hear what the subject is saying. In most cases, the closer you can get the microphone to the subject, the better. You have a few options when it comes to audio. First, there's the lavalier microphone. This little microphone is discreet, wireless, and provides excellent audio quality. Your other option is a shotgun microphone. This can either be on board the camera or held by an assistant. Both of these microphones are acceptable options when it comes to audio, and you'll definitely notice a difference when you're editing the interview in post-production. Now that we've had a chance to improve our interview setup, let's take a look at the original shot versus the finished one. Wow, what a difference that made! Not only is this shot more pleasing to look at, but it adds a level of credibility and professionalism to the program. With a few adjustments, any setting can become a great interview space. Hopefully, this quick video tutorial will help get you up and running with your own video projects.